Good day, everyone. I am Shane Ancabrera from Mind English. So for today, I have an assigned topic, Plato, from Republic, from Permanides. So now let us know Plato first. Plato is considered by many to be the most important philosopher who ever lived. He is known as the father of idealism in philosophy. His ideas were elitist, with the philosopher king the ideal ruler. Plato is perhaps best known to college students for his parable of a cave which appears in Plato's Republic. What is Permanides? The definition of Permanides is a pre-Socratic Greek philosopher born in Italy, held the metaphysical view that being is the basic substance and ultimate reality of which all things are composed, said that motion and change are sensory illusions. Example of philosopher is specialist in philosophy. So Plato has a biggest theory, which is the theories of forms. He is known for his theories of forms, known as Platonism. In this philosophy, Plato rejected the materialism common to ancient philosophy in favor of metaphysics. He believed in the existence of an immaterial world of perfect objects and form. So here are the three forms of Plato. According to Plato, the individual has three basic elements, which are reason, spirit, and appetite. This is the tripartite division of the individual soul, based on which the three social classes in the state are established. So now let us proceed to the Plato Permanides and the Republic. The later birth date of the Plato-Permanides in the 515 before Christ era is based upon the opening of Plato's Permanides. The narrative setting describes a young Socrates about 20 conversing with Permanides who is explicitly described as being about 65 since Socrates was born. Epimenides is one of the dialogues of Plato. It is widely considered to be one of the most challenging and enigmatic of Plato's dialogue. So Plato wrote Permanides in the late birth date, which is 515 before Christ era, is based upon the opening of Plato's Permanides. The narrative setting describes a young Socrates about 20 conversing with the Permanides who is explicitly described as being about 65 since Socrates was born. So here are the basic claims in the Parmenides view of reality. The poem has two parts. The first, the way of truth. The second, the way of opinion. Parmenides' main truth is we cannot think nor say not being. Thus, he rejects outright the possibility of I- of what I call the horribly difficult thought of not being. So the Parmenides has first principle. Permanides' first argument appears to the following structure: first, all thoughts are intentional objects. Every thought is of something rather than nothing. Second, the object of any thought is something that thinks to be one over all the instances. So Plato has points in the Parmenides. Most philosophers interpret Plato's Parmenides as a logical exercise to extract the space of possible universes of being. The genesis of form, the dialogue, is a critical analysis theory of form that takes place between Socrates, Parmenides, and also Zeno. So the main idea of Plato is Plato believes that conflicting interests of being different parts of the society can be harmonized. The best ratio, the be, the best rational and righteous political order which he proposes leads to a harmonious unity of society and allows each of its parts to flourish but not at the expense of others. So the main idea behind the Plato's theory of form is the theory of form asserts that the physical world is not really the real world. Instead, ultimate reality exists beyond our physical world. Plato discusses this theory in a few different dialogues, including the most famous one called the Republic. The Permanides is quite possibly the most enigmatic of Plato's dialogue. The dialogue recounts an almost certainly fictitious conversation between a venerable Permanides and a youthful Socrates, followed by a dizzying array of interconnected arguments presented by Permanides to a young and compliant interlocutor named Aristotle, not the real philosopher, but rather a man who became one of the 30 tyrants after Athens surrendered to Sparta. At the conclusions of their Philosophenians' war, the overview of the dialogue is Plato's Parmenides consists of a critical examination of the theory forms, a set metaphysical and epistemological doctrines articulated and defended by the character Socrates in the dialogue of Plato, Middle Period. According to this theory, there is a single eternal, unchanging, indivisible, and non-sensible form corresponding to every predicate or property. The theoretical function of this form is to explain why things have the properties they do. Thus, it is by virtue of being some way related to the form of beauty those beautiful things are beautiful. It is by the virtue of partaking the form of largeness that large things are large, and so on. Fundamental to this theory is the claim that forms are separate from the things that partake of them. How was Plato influenced by Parmenides? Plato follows Parmenides in realizing that there is a certain variety of being that is found in the case of the sort of thing that is knowable. Whatever such a thing it is a manner that is both stable and necessary. That's all for my report. Thank you so much and God bless.